Hey gang, so the ultimate manual for building muscle through calisthenics written by Paul Wade called CMAS. And it's got 10 commandments in it for building muscle just in general, but especially with calisthenics. And I wanted to go over these with you because I haven't found them on YouTube, and I wanted to add in maybe a couple little bonus tips for you. So if you're looking to build muscle through calisthenics, check out the book. I got the link down below. And here are the first 5 commandments of building muscle with calisthenics and just building muscle in general. Number 1, embrace repetitions/time. The entire point of muscle building exercise is to fatigue muscles, to take the energy level, drain it down, and then when you recover, you build it back up, and there's a supercompensation effect where it builds a little bit more than what you had before, and over repetitions of this happening, you build muscle. But this is only gonna happen if your workouts are done in a way to significantly drain it. These days, especially in the calisthenics world, and also sometimes in the weightlifting world too, you're coming across techniques and exercises where things are done for short periods of time and using very skill-based things. This is great stuff. It's not bad at all. But if you're holding a handstand for just like 2 or 3 seconds down, you rest a little bit, you shake, and then you pop up and you hold for a few seconds and down. If you keep doing this, it's not gonna have nearly as much of an effect as if you're really trying to hold a handstand, maybe against a wall, and really embracing the repetitions or the time under tension. So that's the first thing you've got to do, is embrace that type of energy draining style workout. Number 2, obviously, work hard. This should go without saying. However, I find a lot of times people are reluctant to work harder and really push themselves, especially when it comes to calisthenics. Maybe it's a mindset thing, which we'll cover in the next video. Maybe it's just the way they're perceiving the exercise. I don't know. But the bottom line is, you're never gonna do this with an easy exercise. You're never gonna do this if you are having these kind of lackadaisical approaches to your workouts. You gotta take them deadly serious. Number 3, simple compound moves. Again, nothing fancy. What are the best moves? The big 6 in convict conditioning. Your handstands, your push-ups, your pull-ups, your bridges, your squats, and your leg raises. Simple moves, work a lot of muscle. Compound movements are key. Muscle inclusion will work a muscle harder than muscle isolation, which is a benefit of calisthenics and general big movements in the weightlifting world as well. So don't make it fancy. You don't need to be doing all sorts of crazy exercises where your foot's tucked behind your head and you're balancing on like bed of nails and all. Don't make it complicated. The stuff that produces the most exciting results are the boring exercises, the boring routine, boring on paper. Up here, not boring at all, but they're not gonna look like much. It's like I tell people, I do pull-ups, I do push-ups, and they're like, that's boring, that's nothing fancy. That's the point. The fancy stuff doesn't get you the fancy results. Number 4, limit sets. This is a big one. This is huge. I know it kind of seems counterproductive. Like, wait a minute, you just told us to embrace reps, do a lot of stuff. There's a balancing act in this one. Your muscles need to be depleted. You need to hit them hard in order to deplete that energy. Now, you need reps and time, absolutely. However, if you are experiencing what Paul Wade calls volume creep, where you just pile on set after set after set. I've got guys in here that they'll literally come in and they'll work pull-ups for like 20 sets kind of thing, and they'll get like 3 or 4. They're working hard during that time, but they're here for like an hour or so. I'm not a fan of this volume. I know in previous videos on my channel, you'll probably find, but you said you like volume, you're doing 7, 8 sets. Yes, I've grown up from that. I've progressed from that. Here's why. When you limit your sets, you're basically limiting your chances. Think about this. If you have one chance to do something, how much effort are you going to put into that one chance? Versus like if you're like, okay, I got a set, I'll hit it hard next set. I'll hit it hard next set. And next set. And then finally you're like, let's nail it. And you're like 5 sets in, you're tired. It's kind of hard to really drill it into the ground when you're already tired from your long extended warm-up. That's why I'm not a big fan of long warm-ups. Like, how long is your warm-up? Like 20 seconds, if that. You want to hit it and hit it hard. So limit your sets. How many? I don't know. I find for most people, the magic number is between 2 to 4. I do 3 working sets myself. And that way, mentally, like I'm on my last set, like, dude, this is your last chance. If you can't make it happen now, you're not going to make it happen, period. Keep your discipline on this one. Do not allow yourself more sets if you didn't crush it on that third one. You have to feel like your back's up against the wall and it's a now or never approach. And then finally, number 5, progression. You don't get results from hard work. Okay, yes, I know I said work hard here, but just hard work. You can't rely on hard work. It doesn't matter how hard you worked in your workout. If there's no progression in your workout, you're not getting anything. You're not going to build muscle. You're not going to build strength. You're not going to get anything you want. So make sure that your workouts are progressive. That's the whole point with calisthenics, progressive calisthenics. It's even the first word in the damn title. Calisthenics, convict conditioning, and keep a journal. You always need to be writing down what you're working on. How was this workout better than the one before it? How was your next one going to be better than this one? You don't have to have a concrete idea of like, well, I think I need more activation in my back. Maybe I need to get a little deeper in my squats. As long as it's something, as long as your mind is focused on some sort of a target to hit when you're progressing, you will stand a much better chance at fulfilling all of these rules. So let me know if you have questions below. Again, CMAS, the book, link down below. Check it out, and I'll come up with part 2 in the next video. Be fit, live free.